Toyota Highlander, doing the front brake and rotor. I like to remove the cover off my reservoir so I can keep an eye on the fluid when I compress the piston. 21 millimeter takes off your lug nuts. Let's get our tire off now. Alright, tire's off. Got my jack stand under there. Now I'm going to turn the wheel all the way this way so I can get better access to the caliper bracket bolts. So you just turn the wheel all the way to the right, or the passenger side. Whichever side you're on, you turn left or you turn right, as far as you can. All right, now I have my wheel turned. I want to remove these two 14 millimeter. One there. That'll take off your caliper. All right, so sometimes this section here wants to turn. So I just take a crescent wrench and I hold it. And now I break them loose with a ratchet. And let's get those 14s out. All right, once I break it loose, I just use the electric. Get it out. Then once both those 14s out, kind of just push a pry bar in there, pull the caliper towards me, compress the piston just a little bit so it makes it easier to remove. Now you just want to hang that up there. Now back here, there's two 17 millimeters that hold on your caliper bracket. 17 there, 17 right there. That'll remove your caliper bracket. So I just hang my caliper up there. Use a pretty decent size bar. And I get them loose. And then I take them out with the ratchet. Alright, once you get both those 17s out, the bracket pretty much comes off. Now you want to put a little PB blast here. And you're going to want to tap this hub with a good sized mallet. And even from the back, since we're going to change it anyway, to get this rotor off. Put this on there. Alright, once you're able to break it loose, remove it all the way from the hub. Put it down, clean up the hub, and apply a little grease here. Alright, the hub's cleaned up and greased. I want to install your rotor. I did spray it off with a little bit of brake cleaner. Let's install it. Okay, rotor's on. Now you want to remove your old brake pads from your caliper bracket. Save these clips. They just pop out like that. And also you want to pull out these guide pins and grease them. And install your new pads. Alright, so on the top of your new pads, there's some little holes right there. Those are where the clips are going to go back in. Alright, new pads are in. Now you just take your clips and push them in those holes there. Same thing for the bottom. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like. And now this part of the bracket, where these holes are, is going to go on the inside to line up with these holes for your 17 millimeters. Did forget to tell you guys, I am using the lug nut to hold the rotor in place while I do everything else. Now you install your 17s once they're lined up and tighten them down. Alright, both 17s are in and tight. I'm not sure of the torque spec, but you want to make sure those things are nice and tight. Now I'm using a C-clamp method with an old brake pad to compress my piston. You could use two C-clamps. I'm using one, and I turn the pad up. Let's compress these pistons. And they're compressed. I was able to compress them both with one C-clamp. Now you just push your guide pins in so it doesn't stop you. And install your caliper. Make sure your brake line's the right way. Alright, once you install your caliper, put back in your two 14 millimeters. Check to make sure everything's tight. Your 17s, brake pads, rotor's good. Same process on the other side. Put back on your tire and pump your brake pedal before you move off. That's the Highlander front brake pad and rotor replacement. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, hit that like button. See you next time.